Okay, so this is the vacuum I plan to sell to Intelitech Studios, and he really wants one of these blue ones, and I would honestly rather sell it to him than someone else. And the problem is, I want to sell it to him looking practically new, almost. And well, this I know he's not gonna want to see. This I know he's not gonna want to see. The motor runs pretty good. The wind down is weird, but I'm pretty certain that's a Bissell thing. It is older, so that's the opposite way. And if you go this way, sounds good. So that means the carbon brushes are good. Go this way. You're going against the carbon brushes. Go this way. You're going with the carbon brushes. So it should be fine. It should all be fine. I'm mostly, even this shouldn't bother him too much. I think it's this that's gonna make him not want to buy it. Because I am going to clean it up pretty good. But even with this, I feel like he's gonna be really pessimistic about buying it. It's not totally beat up. This is just lots of dust here. And I'll probably put, plastic protectant on it and stuff to make it look better. All of this stuff on top shouldn't be that bad. Yeah. This should all clean up pretty good. It does have a new pedal. Motor mounts are a little loose. Clean all this out good for him. And again, who knows if he's gonna actually want to buy it, because I do live a decent way from him, and who knows how much the shipping is gonna be and stuff like that, how much it's gonna be fair, and if he'll even want to consider getting it, because he'll have to be buying he might be buying a Phantom soon too, and after that he'll probably want to take a break because it's gonna be expensive, because Phantoms are expensive. The reason I'm getting rid of this is because it doesn't belong in my collection. It's just gonna sit, and honestly, what's worse, it's sitting in bad condition or it getting used in decent condition. And he has wanted one of these for a long time, so I'm sure he would buy this regardless of some simple problems that it has. You can see it's really not horrible. Nothing on this thing is that bad. Obviously, I hope you guys know I'm not wiping it off and calling it refurbishing. I will be taking the base off. I will be taking it down to the motor, and I'll probably take apart the whole top piece as well. Might even get a new HEPA filter for him. Who knows if he'll get it. I'm going to ask him if he'll buy it, and otherwise I'll just keep it and maybe try to use it more. Which is, those two options are pretty much neck and neck. Either I sell it to him, or I keep it. I'm leaning towards not selling it to some random person, because I'd like to see it, him own it. Because I know how he takes care of vacuums. He's practically terrified of even, setting them on hard floors. We all know this if you watch him. And what I'm saying is nothing against him. He just takes care of his vacuums. And I would just like to see it still get used. And he'll actually, get it new parts if it needs it. Or, stuff like that. And obviously, I'm going to get a new brush hole for it. That's the one thing it needs. Hopefully he won't mind this too much. And hopefully he won't mind that too much, because that also goes along with this. Maybe if I can find a base plate for it that's not too expensive, I'll get a base plate for it. Or my aunt had a Bissell Power Force, a newer black one. It was one of these, like one of the last ones that looks like this, and she might be giving that to me because she doesn't need it. And if she gives it to me, it should have some parts on it that I could take from it and just put the crappy parts off of this on hers, and then put the nicer ones on this, because she barely used that thing, and it was pretty much brand new. She lived in an apartment for a while, and it got used like maybe once a week. Just the average apartment vacuuming. And that one should have a fairly new base plate cover, because I know he's not going to like this. If anything, he probably will deal with this, but I know for a fact he's not going to like that. He's not going to like that, but I can't do much about that if he wants the blue. And but I can give him a better base plate. I could probably get him a bigger screw that'll thread into there. Because what happened is, I mean, it still threads in. The problem is it won't be holding anything on. Because this is what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looks like on this side. So yeah, kind of a problem, but this is all going to get cleaned out. I'm going to take it down to the motor, replace anything that needs replacing on the motor. You know, I doubt my parents are going to stop me from selling this. They're usually pretty fine with me selling vacuums, but this was, you know, it's kind of one of those things, you know, when I sold those vacuums, it's mostly because my parents wanted me to. And that's back when they weren't really my vacuums. They were more or less, you know, it's hard to explain. But sometimes my parents are a little like, oh, you're kind of young. You really shouldn't be selling vacuums. But I can sell vacuums. It's not like, you know, if I make a mistake and I lose more money than I make money, then that's my fault. But I would like to see him own it. Or maybe I'll end up keeping it. Maybe I'll buy a new brush roll, buy a new base plate, buy a couple new filters, and I'll keep it. But, you know, if I don't have to keep it, then I'm probably going to sell it. Because it's just not going to get used much in my collection. You know, and you guys are probably thinking, well, if you use that freaking Eureka Victory all the time, why can't you use this? That's another thing that's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. It's just that Eureka Victory. I love the old Eurekas. I'm looking for a Eureka Whirlwind, actually. But, it would be cool if I could just sell this thing, make a little bit of money off of it, and then buy another vacuum. Buy a different vacuum that will actually look decent in my collection. This thing just looks like a random vacuum that no one wants to see in my collection. It's never even asked about in the comments. It's not talked about in the comments. It's pretty much just in the shadows. You can see it's cleaning up pretty good in here. And this will all look perfect by the time I'm done. Everything's in pretty good shape on this. The motor has been serviced once or twice throughout. It's, I don't know, it's about the same age as me, 12 years old. And it's got a new pedal. It doesn't look new, but that's because it's been sitting in my basement, this thing collecting dust. Obviously, I'm not going to sell him it with this bag. I'm going to give him a new bag. Probably the same bags, but... Because these Arm & Hammer bags are actually decent bags. They filtrate okay. They do their job. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up selling this to him or keeping it, and you guys will see it, I guess. But chances are I'm not gonna really keep this. But who knows? See you in the next one.